The U.S. government is investigating privacy concerns related to Google's location-based services, so this affects exactly what you lead. Should America be scared of Google, or should they be saying, look what the use of this information can do for me and society?
Well, I think that with privacy, it is always a trade-off. And what we try and do at Google is we focus on transparency, choice, and control. Let users know what information do we have and how do we use it. This is why we have tools like Google Dashboard that really let you see all the information we have, who can access it, and how it's used. We always try and give a user a choice. Do you want to use the service this way or that way? Do you want to use the service at all? And control. Your data is your data. You can take it with you when you leave. So we have something called Google Takeout now on Google Plus that lets you take your data with you if you want to take it to another service. And we really think that it's ultimately your data, and you should be able to say, oh, you know what? I know in my search, I turned on search history and I did a search, but I just wish Google didn't know about it. You can go and you can delete that search. So we always try and abide by those principles. And we think that really gives the users a good foundation upon which to understand what data we have, how it's used, and whether or not they want the benefit that comes with it. And the benefits are substantial.
So Americans shouldn't be scared? They shouldn't?
No, I would say they shouldn't be scared. When you think about what you can do with some location services. So for example, our Google Latitude service. It's a great service for finding your phone, right? You can log online and actually see, oh, right, my phone is sending off a signal from my home.
There.
It's got to be at my house, right? Or it's driving around. Oh no, I left it in the cab. So it's a great service for finding your phone. It's a great service for sharing your location with your loved ones. It's a great way to actually meet up with friends. You can do a check-in, and someone says, oh wow, you're in New York, like let's go have a drink and let's get together. And so it's a wonderful way to be social, really have a lot of security with loved ones so you know where they are and they know where you are. And even in terms of the utility of being able to find your phone is something that we think is really useful.
It's worth it. Is there a failure by some, not all, some government regulators to maybe understand the value of gathering this information?
Well, I think that the one thing that is often overlooked is that Google has grown, and it's grown to its current level of popularity based on user choice. Right? The users liked the search, they liked the maps, they've liked Gmail, and there's nothing that has caused them to have to use that service. They've used it because it's good and it's powerful and it's done what they needed in their everyday lives. And our position is one that's been gained by user popularity, and if we lost our users' trust or a better competitor came along, our competition is just a click away. And people can go there. So that's something that really causes us to always want to be better, because we want to serve our users well, and we think that they have placed an enormous amount of trust in us by choosing our service, because then they could easily choose another.
Do you think that users in general, in mass, understand the information about them that is accessible?
This is something that we've actually worked a lot on, and we think the Google Dashboard is a really wonderful step forward. And I would even say, in many ways, it's a pivotal moment in the industry. It was released, I think, now more than a year ago. But you can actually go to google.com/dashboard, and you can see all of the services that you use on Google and any information that's stored on them. Be it from your search history to your photos to your email, you can see it all right there. And so we think that Dashboard is a great way for you to get comfortable with exactly what information at least Google has around you and your user account.
One Republican lawmaker recently said Google's in a position to help determine who will succeed and who will fail on the internet. Do you agree?
I think that the internet is an incredibly competitive space, and it's fast moving, and there's new things happening all the time. And I certainly think that search is an important part of the internet. It's so big now, you need search in order to be able to find things. But that said, search is a very competitive space. So we have lots of competition.
Even though Google dominates.
Here and abroad. That they're just a click away. They're very, very good. There's never been so much competition and high quality competition in our space as there is right now. We've always had a lot of competition, and that's only been increasing. And I think that it's good for everyone. That's really good for the consumers to have that type of competition, because it makes everyone want to be better.